Hello everyone, Ken Kroll here, and this is one of our sessions on the Sensi Workstation. And in this particular session we'll be talking about the template library, the Sensi Success link, and the newsletter management link. And so I'm here on Danette's homepage, sensi.com/Danette, and you can see here how this is structured. And actually one of the things I wanted to show you was some of these new graphics that you can put into your home page. They provide you the HTML and give you directions on how to do that. So for example, if you were to click on this March promotions, it would take you to the March promotion warmer, and then you could add it to the cart and so forth. So that's pretty slick, and I'll show you how to get to that in just a second. So to get onto your Sensi Workstation, of course, then you would click on Consultant Login, put in your consultant ID and your password, and then that takes you to your Sensi Workstation. So when we say Sensi Workstation, this is what we're talking about, this set of back office kinds of elements that help you control, manage, and develop your Sensi business. So again, the three links I'm going to talk to in this presentation is this template library over here, the Sensi Success link right here, and newsletter management. And these are some of the key business building areas that you want to pay attention to. Okay, so here of course they always have these company announcements, so you want to check on those every couple of days to see if there's anything new going on over here in this portion of your workstation. And then upcoming Sensi events, you can click on that, and that will take you to those, and you can learn about all the other great trips and convention and other things going on that you're going to want to know about as you build your business. So let's get started here with the template library. So I click on that, and you can see what they provide here is lots of graphics and images that are pre-developed and pre-approved for you to use on any of your flyers or on your website and things like that. And what I showed you before were these replicated site images. So they have instructions here for how to put those on your home page, and then they provide the HTML code that you cut and paste into your home page to make all of that work. And so it's very simple and easy to do. You just follow the directions, click here on the instructions, and it'll bring that up, and then you can read the instructions and do that if you'd like to do that for your Sensi home page. Okay, so lots of good stuff here. Go through it, see what you want to use, and determine how you want to use it. And it's a great resource for graphics and code and other things like that for you to use for your business. Alright, so let's next look at this Sensi Success link. Okay, the Sensi Success link has lots of good business stuff that you can buy, you know, shirts and hats and flyers and business cards and things like that. But what I want to point out here is this little link here called Free Stuff. And you may have to get a username and password to get into the free stuff, but it'll walk you through how to do that. So when I click on Free Stuff, it brings up all this free stuff. And so what is all this free stuff? Well, it is primarily comprised of flyers and items that you can customize, put your own consultant name and phone number and website, and print out on your own printer and use for your business. So let's download one of these. It says Holiday Hostess PDF. So we'll bring that up, and you can see here, let me make this a little smaller. You can see here that here's a really nicely developed, professionally developed flyer that you can use. Let's go look at some more. Let's go to a different one here. Okay, let's go look at signs. So let's look at this recruiting sign. Let's download one of those to see what it looks like. And there you can see this is actually a Word document, and down here you can put in your own consultant name and phone number, email, and your website, and print that out on your printer, and it's a business opportunity, join my team kind of a flyer that you can use for your home parties or have by your, for your basket parties on a little sign. So lots of ways you can think about using that. So take the time to go through this free stuff and see what you might want to use. Lots of great stuff there that's definitely worth paying attention to. Okay, so the last link I wanted to go through in this session is the newsletter management link. And this is you hear it called the IMN database, and the reason it's called IMN is because right here it says powered by IMN, and that's essentially the company called I Make News Incorporated that has the software that Sensi uses for being able to do the customer newsletter that they automatically send out to everybody who you have in your IMN database. So let's log in here with our user ID and password, which is usually the same as your username and password to get on your Sensi Workstation. And here you can see, for example, that we have 1,077 people in our database, and if you want to add more, you just click on Add New, put in their email address and their name and that sort of information, and click Save, and then you would have another person added to your database. So building your database is just that simple. You can click here on the content link and it will show you the default message that Sensi writes for you every month. You can choose to use that, or if you scroll down here a little bit, it walks you through how to do a custom message. So you can put your own message in here that you want to have to your send out with the newsletter to everybody in your database. And you can customize it with your picture, or any kind of picture that you want to put there will then go on your newsletter. And then if you click on the newsletter report link, then you can view the current newsletter. So you can click on that and it'll show you actually what the newsletter is going to look like. You can go through and click on the different links here and see what all your customers are going to be seeing when they get this Sensi newsletter sent emailed to them every month, or at least this month's version, this particular month's version. Then you can also click on this current warm call report, and what this report does is shows you what your customers clicked on. So first it tells you how many went out, and then it shows you what all they clicked on and who all went and viewed what in your newsletter. So very cool stuff that you can then analyze how your customers are using your newsletter, and if there's people clicking, for example, that you know of on the Making Dollars with Sense page, and you know those people, you may want to contact them and see whether they're interested in joining your team. Okay, so lots of ways you can use this tool in terms of understanding how your customer base is using the monthly newsletter that goes out to them each month. Alright, so that's the Making Perfect Sense newsletter. And in some of the other sessions we'll be talking about the commissions and downline links here, and Danette will be going over the order and the order history aspects of your Sensi Workstation. So I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to answering any questions and working with you for anything you need for your Sensi Workstation.